amount of hours, especially if you're not having fun. I mean, Dreadnova's good. I inspired Dreadnova Gangplank, by the way. That's my skin. I literally inspired a Gangplank skin. And that's not copium. "24-hour stream doing yoga position." I'm good, bro.
Serve or die. I don't care if the others like you.
Momo, thank you. People just blindly play League without knowing why they do it. You just, again, figure that out, and this game is more enjoyable. I'll tell you this, if you're only playing to win, you're not going to enjoy your time. That's all I can say. I can't imagine being the same game the whole time. Nah, definitely not. I mean, there's other things I enjoy. If you're a robot and only likes one game or one hobby, like, for sure you're probably going to stream that for 24 hours, but that's not realistic. We're human. We have tons of different interests. We like different stuff. I lost all sense of why, real plot. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you play the game so aimlessly. Like, you play it because you have a goal in mind, maybe. Like, if you're typically playing ranked, it's because you want to reach a certain peak, a certain rank, you know? But, like, will that really bring you happiness? Everyone's different. Some people do. Some people love it. Okay. I realized I don't even have W. Jesus Christ. People do forget it's a video game. People just don't have other priorities in life. League of Legends is like their mere existence. That's why they get so hateful and shitty. Again, I could attest to that. I was there at one point. My mental was gone playing this game. But, like, there's other things that can bring you happiness, you know? Okay. Oops. And I think even getting back into RuneScape helped me quite a bit with mental. Like, I think I'm done after this game, to be honest, dude. It's 2 a.m. A little late. I gotta stream earlier in the day. Ah, man, I just got here. Well, right now, the reason I'm kind of busy is because I'm trying to clean up this room. I'm trying to make more space. I'm trying to go vertical with a lot of the shit I have in here. Because this is kind of like the stream Warhammer room. And it's very cluttered and very annoying because I'll move my chair around and literally crunch a bunch of shit. And I don't like that. So I'm just trying to find ways to get rid of stuff, make things more spacious, and, like, want to be in this room, you know? Because if realistically, I spend the most time when I'm here in this room. This is the stream, this is the Warhammer, this is the living area outside of the living room. It's the gaming area. Yeah, so... Hi from Germany, it's 8 a.m. Yeah, it's fucking late. Tape, thank you, bro. Tribal pirate deck? I don't even know what that is. I'm not in Toronto, or I'm not in Montreal right now, so my neighbor's not a problem. But that bitch was weird, bro. She was a weird lady. The very first day we were there, she came over and complained. Then she called the cops on us. Then she came over and started talking about water in the walls. Like, and then she was trying to befriend us. Like, bitch, what do you want about? Weird lady. We're between an old witch and a crack den. Next door to us is a bunch of, like, they just smoke 24/7. And then on the other side, and then apparently there was police there. They said, like, a guy beat the shit out of a woman. They're covered in blood. I'm like, what the fuck? And then on the other side, you got the woman calling the police 24/7 and just talking to walls. Like, dude, we are in some fucked up place. Normal day in Brazil. Apparently it's also a normal day in Quebec. Just weird shit, man. Here I got no issues. The worst thing I had recently here was a rat died in my floor, and that shit stank for a little bit, and then it was gone. That's it. That was the only complaint I've got. She's not gonna die, I'm dead. Me dead. No, I didn't move cities. Well, it was a mouse or a rat. If you've got mice, that's pretty normal, but rats are a little bit more problematic because they're big and fucking obnoxious. They take shits everywhere. Big shits. Big turds. Never had cockroaches, I'll tell you that. Just mice that come in from the outside, you know, they... For whatever reason, they're just running around and then they make their way in. To stay warm, I suppose. Lemon, thank you. I think even one of my cats got some mice. I was outside, and there was like ripped apart mice carcasses. I'm trolling. There was like a ripped apart mice carcass, like 2 of them. I don't know, man. Surprised animals don't get sick for eating other animals. You'd think, like, with a dirty rat or dirty mouse, if your fucking cat ate it, they'd get, like, some sort of poisoning of some kind. Much better immune system? Oh, yeah. I mean, they literally can eat their own shit. Some animals. Like, you better have a good immune system, bro. There ain't no way a human's eating their own poo-poo and not going to, like, the ER. Raccoons are dirty animals, are they not? Pretty sure raccoons are kind of, I wouldn't fuck with them. Those are dirty. They're cute, though. People like raccoons. People want them as a pet. People have them as pets. No. I remember there was a very cute moment. We have a cottage, a family cottage, and there was a raccoon family at the family cottage, and we have this door that leads to a porch, and the door is like, it's just glass, you can open it, it's sliding, and one raccoon walked up to the door, because we typically feed them, we throw peanuts outside the sliding door. One raccoon walked up, it was like a fat mother or something, and then she took a peanut, she left, she went down the stairs, and then came back up with like 10 of them. 10 babies. And they all kind of just sat there eating peanuts. It was pretty cute. Animals are wholesome. Even if they carry disease and famine and the devil's work. El Diablo.
Serve or die. I don't care if the others like you.
I love
Wow.
farmers eating nuts.
Eugene, thank you. Well, Choopy died. Choopy passed away. Which it was really... It sucks for the people who own the animal as well, because, like, everything in the US is so expensive, and one of the worst things was
You dare
They-
on my ship?
like, I think they showed the vet bills, and it was a couple grand for a vet bill, right? And, Maddie's, thank you, man. They took Choopy to the vet, and they paid like 3 to 4 grand. And she was going blind or something with her eyes, so they had to remove her eyes. So they took her eyes out in surgery, they sewed her eyes up, a $4,000 bill. Less than a week later, the dog passes away. So, like, what do you do in that scenario? Are you reimbursed?
Serve or die. I don't care if the others like you.
Like,
2-0.
Dragon, thank you, man. I don't know, it was something. That's just so shitty. You lose your animal, you lose your money, and it's just shitty. It's miserable. As long as the vet did, they were... Well... What if the animal passed away because of what the vet did? You know, if they did it, like, improperly or something. How do you prove? I don't know. You autopsy? I don't know. Again, everything in America is just very expensive. Like, people say they would rather die than go to the hospital in the United States. They've got, like, generational fucking tax. Or, not tax. It's generational, like, what do you call it? Bills. Like, you go to the hospital, you for whatever reason, your leg's broken, they fix you up, it's like 30 grand. Debt. That's what it is, debt. If you pass, the debt doesn't end with you. It goes to your loved ones. That is fucked up. That's really, really shitty. Happened to my mom. She died. Lol W. My mom said, fuck that shit. What? I mean, that's horrible. I don't know if I'd joke about that, though. But that's what it is in the U.S. It's like, if... Nah, I mean, you said lol W, man. But... It's fucking, shitty. Here, I think in Canada, you actually do pay, for the... Let me ask you this. Is anyone here in the U.S.? Does anybody here live in the United States? Does anybody here live in the... Okay, some people do. Do you guys know how much an ambulance call is? If you were to call 911 and had an ambulance come take you to the hospital, how much would you pay? You can Google it, or if you know, just... I'm curious. $500. 3 grand. 10,000 no insurance. 12 grand without insurance. Where do you live, bro? 500 sounds normal to me. Well, not really normal. That's egregious. Over 2K without insurance. Bro, I think in Canada we pay 90 bucks. Or something like that. That is free in New Zealand. Yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, you know the one thing I've noticed? Let me ask you this. 50 bucks in Ontario. Yeah, 50 bucks in Ontario. Exactly. You don't need to forfeit. Does anyone here look up hospital reviews?
You've work to do. Get on it.
Like, before you go in... Digit, thank you, man. Before you go in, hospital reviews, like, certain hospitals have reviews based on, like, their wait time and all this shit. Like any business, they've got a star rating. You guys don't know of hospital reviews? If you Google a hospital that you would walk into, look at the reviews of those hospitals. It's a shit show. People destroy these hospitals in reviews. Again, like I've said it before, but like we went to a grungy, disgusting hospital, and half the comments were like, I would have rather had died at home than wait here for 5 hours to have them look at me for 1 second, then leave me in the waiting room for 10 more. Like, people shit on hospitals 24/7 in reviews. Like, I remember... Listen to this one. Oh my god, I was so pissed. I hugged Ivana too tight. Ivana's got, like, horrific anxiety. I hugged Ivana too tight, and she thought she was dying. She had, like, rib pain or something, and she thought it was, the end of her. And, we went to the hospital at, like, 5 a.m., We left, I think, at like 6. 6 p.m., not 6 a.m. It was so fucking miserable. You have no idea. The wait, there was nobody there, but the wait time to get through to anybody is absurd. Yeah, Emerge in Canada's fucked. It is so fucking bad. I remember I actually had... If you're in a life-threatening scenario, they will take you immediately. I remember going to the emergency room because I ate, like... For breakfast, I had, like, a chicken wing with peanut butter or something. I had, like a microwaved chicken wing and peanut butter toast. And it started, like, some reaction, and my throat closed up, and I was choking and dying. And typically, in the emergency room, you know, they leave you there for hours, but they took me in, like, 2 minutes. And then I had to go to a, American Moment. Dude, listen, they're good chicken wings. What's that one thing called? Where they pick your arm and they pick you at different things and it shows what you're allergic to? I had to go to one of those, and he's like, okay, what did you eat? You know, how did you experience this? And I'm like, I had chicken wings and peanut butter toast for breakfast. Like, I was not a, yeah, it was a little weird. Allergy test, yeah. I've been waiting for surgery for 3 months now, and I'm too ill to do anything. It's... Where the fuck are you? Are you in Canada? Are you in the US? Are you in... Because surgery takes a... To get anywhere, it takes a very long time, man. It blows. It sucks, man. Holy fuck, that bitch is fed. God damn. Germany, shitty, man. No, you wait a long time for surgery and stuff like that. Months and months and months and months. I've never heard of over a year, like, personally, but... It's pretty bad. Took me 7 months to get surgery. I guess there's just too many people. Sucks. You saw some girl wait in queue for a hospital for hours with a stick in her throat. Look, if you're not on the ground, like, coughing for air, they don't care. They take their sweet time. You have to demand these things from people, man. If you want something, doctors will be like, oh, you're okay, try this, try that. You gotta fucking demand things from them sometimes. Waitlist was 6 months. Yeah, I go for eye stuff at a small, like, eye clinic. I don't know about, like, large clinics in other countries for eyes, but the ones I go to here, super chill, no wait time, no, like, super scheduling in advance. Everything is just fucking easy as hell for eye stuff. Maybe not, like, eye surgery, but... Yeah, you kind of have to yell at them for what you want. I mean, she was almost dead. Bro, what is that? Tobias, why are you black and white? Are you Tobituary? Okay, bro. I'm living in the, early 2000s, the late 90s. We're going out for Blockbuster later today. Gonna rent a VHS and buy some popcorn. Maybe rent a game. Aware. Dude, I miss Blockbuster. If you were someone who has never experienced Blockbuster, that's almost like you aren't living life, you know? Like, where have those years gone for you? Blockbuster was fucking awesome. I miss that shit. You know what I want for my place is I want a large neon Blockbuster sign. I fucking love that shit so much. Such a big part of my childhood. I'm dead. I still have my old card. I remember when they closed down 2. It's a fucking shame. You know, they even had, their successor for a little bit, or competitor, was Rogers Video. I don't know if any, like, people from Toronto or Canada had Rogers Video.
You've work to do. Get on it.
I'm still here, Papa Beers, Kakashi Beers, Feed Beers, Big Dick Beers.
Melon, thank you, man. There's just something about going into, like, a DVD store and renting something. Just the whole atmosphere of movies and, like, shitty food and games. It's a good feeling, man. Netflix was for rent. Yeah, Netflix had that weird thing at the time. Netflix was so shit, though, when it first came out. Netflix was borderline unwatchable in Canada. They destroyed... They destroyed Netflix. I mean, that's worth. He just flashed me. Look at Draven's healing. What the fuck? 1 auto and he's dead. Watch this. Watch the Draven crit with IE auto. Okay. Everyone got to steal a movie from Netflix at the time, though. What was that, their mail-in service? I think they still have one Blockbuster, though, that is... Where's the final Blockbuster on Earth? Where's the last remaining one located? Does anyone know? It's not Canada. Alaska. Or Oregon. Yeah. Oregon. Is that Alaska or what? Really? Bend, Oregon. Interesting. That would be a fucking trip, dude. That is a walk down memory lane. I think I've seen a video of the angry video game nerd. He goes in and he kind of shows it off. They've got like a little museum of Blockbuster merchandise, and you can buy like Blockbuster hats and shirts and shit like that. And that's pretty cool. They did some weird nostalgic thing like that for Zellers in Toronto, where they opened up a Zeller store in a big mall. But instead of selling you actual product, they sold you Zeller's nostalgia merch. Which, I mean, at this point, for a lot of these older brands, it's kind of just nostalgia. You know? It's not like, oh, Timmy, we're going to Zeller's. I can't wait to buy the groceries at Zeller's. Like, bro, what year is this? Oh, okay, I'm dead. Updated itself now as a vending machine where you can choose the DVD. Yeah, stuff like that's cool, though. I think it's mostly maintained by smaller communities. Because, like, realistically, no one wants to fucking rent a movie. Unless it's a small community and you can kind of support local businesses and you know the guy maybe, something like that. Because I know we have a cottage, and what we would do at the cottage is we'd go up and... well, I'm alive, so... we would go up and we'd rent movies. So we'd drive up. We would always hit the town first. And the town is where you'd rent the movie, and then on the way out, we would return the movie. And that's just what it is. That's just what it was. Pretty clean. I miss that stuff, man. It was such a simplistic time. A cottage is like a, it's like a home away from home in, like, the woods. By a lake. I kind of miss not having the internet on vacation. I think the world and people have progressed to a point where you still can enjoy life without the internet, but when you're so accustomed to it, it is hard. Like, at the time when you didn't have the internet at the cottage or somewhere you're vacationing, were you heavily involved with it? Because for me, on vacation, when I was a kid, it was all about my PlayStation 2. Right? Or, like, PS1. Shit like that. Holy shit. Alright. On vacation, we had the Game Boys after dark kind of deal. Yeah. When he had to go, like, not be outside anymore. You had a reason to stay inside. I would bring my... If I could, I would bring my PlayStation around. I always brought my CD player. I had my little fucking SpongeBob case. It was a SpongeBob CD case. I had System of a Down, Crazy Frog. Fuck, at one point I had, like, the Backstreet Boys in there. I had a bunch of weird shit. I had a ripped DVD of, like, black metal, death metal, and all this shit that my buddy got me into. And I was pretty young. I'm just fucking put the Crazy Frog and then put, like, Windeer on. Black metal. Weird. But Backstreet Boys, yeah. I'm done after this game, dude. This is the last one. Used to have a big-ass CD player that I'd use on the school bus every day. I mean, it is what it is. When everyone in school had cell phones, and everyone in school had, like, touch iPods, I had the shitty little, like, iPod Shuffle, or even before that, I would bring my CD player to school and just use that. I never... When everyone had a phone in high school, I had no phones. I don't know how the hell kids could even get phones. They're like a couple $100 or some bullshit, right? When I was around, I'm like, no phone for me, man. iPod Nano. Yeah, I won an iPod Nano in a competition in middle school. They had a bunch of those. They had a bunch of shit like that, though, like competitions or... just giveaways. Kind of griefed. Nostalgia, man, it's good stuff. Without it, what would we be? Without nostalgia, where would we be mentally? I love nostalgia. I love looking to the past and thinking like, man, I was a kid with a CD player and like purchasing albums for fucking $10 when they first came out, and I was the happiest kid around. And now I'm like, man, I need the $3,000 PC. I gotta have the fucking up-to-date keyboard. All this dumb shit. Although that's not true at all. I'm still kind of, technology deficient. Technologically deficient. Would rather have nostalgia than TikTok. Well, what you fail to realize is kids that grew up on TikTok, that's their nostalgia. And it's like, let me just ask, let me say this. Is your childhood better than anyone else's? If you grew up on Blockbuster, Rogers, Army Men, action figures, cartoons, is that better than growing up on an iPad and with TikTok? Or is that a subjective thing? I would say it is too, but like, I don't know. Like, is that a definitive yes? I don't know. Hard to gauge. Like, I mean, it's just you. I don't even know if you can compare the two because it's someone else's childhood versus yours. You could say objectively, being on TikTok as a child is better than being in a coal mine as a child. If you were forced into like child labor to fucking pickaxe at a wall for 10 years, like yeah, that's worse than on TikTok for sure. But, like, comparing going out to Blockbuster and all these other things to, like, what kids do these days, I don't know. Growing up in front of an iPad, we call them the iPad parents. Because they're the ones that replace family time. He was in mines in Africa since childhood and became a UFC champ? That's crazy, man. We grew up on baseless content. I have never seen children so compelled to do stupid shit for clout. That is a good point. You have kids. Kids are so misguided today. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but like I probably associate with those old folks more than the new TikTok kids. But like that is true. Let me ask you this. You know why that is, though? It's because it's the internet. If the internet was around back then, at that time, and everyone was on it, it would be as degenerate as it is now. Because the internet kind of, like, brings together everyone in kind of a shitty way. It can be in a good way, but it could also be a really shitty way, right? Like, you got fucking people on TikTok literally doing... Those kids are doing jackass shit. Yeah, but... Okay, true. But you find out through movies. You go rent Jackass at, like, the store, and then you watch it. Then those people become jackasses. But, like, TikTok and all these other things are so easily accessible. And with everyone trying to be part of something, known, they're doing it for clout, oh, yeah, take a look at me, I've got my 10,000 followers, like, whoop-de-fucking-do, bud. The only thing I can think of is, like, kids who are eating Tide Pods because of a challenge, right? Like, how degenerate compared to what, I guess, older people had done growing up. Like, imagine eating Tide Pods for clout. For clout. People killed themselves for clout. What the fuck? How misguided are some of these children? Seriously. That's the only way some kids feel valued? Well, blame the parents then, man, because if your kid is sitting on an iPad all day and you're not interacting with them, you should have worn a condom, bro. Like, seriously. It's just, I feel like as a child, you do need to be kind of guided by an adult. Like, by your father, by your mother, by your grandparents, by a guardian. Not like forced into everything, but... Like, thank God my mother cared about me and my brother growing up. She was a single mom. She did a bunch of stuff with me. She worked 10 jobs to support the family, right? You need guidance to develop as a person? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a brother. I like... Parents, again, iPad parents. It's like, Why give little Timmy 20 minutes of your time when you can give him an iPad for 20 hours? It's just like, I guess the quality in person has changed. I don't know. Who knows, bro? I'm 27. I ain't that old. Not yet. I saw a video of two girls fake cleaning the beach for a video. I saw that too. There was a video on Twitter, a video of two girls who were being recorded by another person, like, what the fuck are these two idiots doing? And one of them was filming, another one was walking up and down the beach, and she was posing, picking up garbage, and they picked up a little bit of garbage, put it in a bag, and after they were done recording, they threw the bag on the ground and left. Failed youth. Failed youth. All for clout, all for attention. These kids are so misguided. It's not even that they're misunderstood. They're just failures. And you know what was the worst part? These people weren't even young. They were like my age, which is even worse. Like, what kind of upbringing did you have if you're at damn near almost 30 years old pretending for fucking, views, right? Fake cleaning up the shore. Don't worry, guys. Like, 30,000 likes. Woo! Sociopaths. They're a bunch of different things, man. People put their self-worth based on numbers on the internet. It's very odd. It's very odd. Everybody these days want fame. I think it's with fame comes easy money. I think that's why. You know, on Twitter, you can even earn money. Unironically, you can earn money on Twitter. Running ads. People have, like, I was looking at it, and they said you need 5 million interactions, right? So farm those interactions, get the clout. You have to subscribe to a, you got to subscribe to someone who's like Twitter Blued or something. And then one other thing, I forgot. It's fucking weird, man. To be honest, it's been like that forever. It's just the internet has made it really easy. The internet has brought out a bunch of shit, though. Like, accessible funds for doing just the stupidest shit. Imagine, though, the stress that this lifestyle can cause long-term. Do you think they're stressed when they make a fake-ass video like that for views? Do you think one day they're going to be like, man, I'm going to get caught fucking faking it for, like, for money or something? I think they don't give a fuck. Who knows? Dopamine feedback loops. No, I'm not gonna play another one. I'm done. The Island Boys. Yeah, I heard they kissed each other for clout. Okay. Alright. Okay. It gets worse. I don't want to know. Listen, I'm happy with my... Listen, I am a content individual. Fuck the clout. Fuck the fame. I got a cup of nothing in my Bilgewater mug. I'm content, dude. Look, I got my IKEA fucking drill. My $8 IKEA drill. I got my $1 Dollarama Baby Grogu eraser. And I'm wearing a Walmart t-shirt. I'm chill, man. I'm good. I'm fine. My mom gave me that eraser. Anyways, I'm out of here. I'll be on tomorrow, probably in the afternoon sometime. And, we'll see what I want to stream. I'll probably do a bit of both. But I just got to get this room done. I think tomorrow I should be finished. And then, I'll be on when I'm on. So, peace. Take care, folks. Be well. Stay safe. This motherfucker got collectibles on the desk. My mom knows... So, I'll say this little story. My mom knows I like Star Wars. She knows I like a bunch of dumb shit. Whenever she's out shopping for, like, like dollar store gifts, or she's at a Walmart for whatever reason, she always tries to bring me back something, and she says, "Oh, I know you love the baby booger Grogu, whatever his name is, so I got you this." And she went one day and she just brought me home a Dollarama Grogu eraser. So, yeah. That's it. That's all it is. Anyways, I'm out. Peace, peace, folks. Be good. Stay safe, and be well, everyone. Peace, peace, guys. Mom Buff. Yeah, she's a good mother.